bing, 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 bing. And it says failed to go live, but we know not to believe that anymore. It's Sam and Sasha. It is the Kent Beck Scrum here, which I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to start because I was giving my talk at Rails Remote Conf, but I gave my talk and it kind of finished on time. It finished. There wasn't. I sort of answered questions during the talk, and there wasn't so many questions at the end, so that's all done. Yeah, that was my big thing for today. The main things today have been, I actually meant to get new deployment of the latest local support code onto production, which is quite pleasing given that we've got the local support client meeting tomorrow morning. We'll be doing a lot of voting for website 1. Yes. Yeah, basic things basically under control, and I guess I can kind of refocus now that I've finished that talk. Yes. Sasha, how are things going with you?
Yeah, okay. I've had quite a lazy day. I've been just watching a lot of videos with Sandy Metz and guy who Uncle Bob. Martin.
Uncle Bob, yep. Robert Martin, yes.
So yeah, a challenge to get blocked on those. But yeah, I'd like to get involved in an agile ventures thing. Keep nodding in that direction and then not quite doing it.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, So I guess you're taking a break at the moment in order to try and is that like, I mean, you've been like since Makers Academy, it's been like 2 years since you graduated now, right?
Yeah.
And so you're now potentially ready for like a medium, like not a junior developer anymore, ready for a bit moving up the ladder, huh?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I feel somewhere in between at the moment.
Sure.
So,
but yes, I mean, is that you're kind of, you want to try and spend some time and kind of take it, like, were you? I guess reading between the lines, you were finding that the job that you were in was not kind of providing room for you to grow.
So they didn't do as much as I would have liked, but I was still learning stuff. Because the company was in serious financial trouble, and that seems to have only gotten worse from what I heard from meeting a friend of mine yesterday. But yeah, so I'm kind of, I don't have any specific goal. I've been wanting since when I first started that job, I was just kind of in a constant stress and daily imposter syndrome, which is at least diminished. And so now I'd like to just get involved in something just because I'm gonna still have a lot to learn for a long time to come.
Sure. And are you leaning towards one tech stack or another, or you're not bothered?
I think I've been learning Python, which I'm sort of interested in. I'm also interested in Julia, but I don't suppose that we're drowning in Julia projects.
No, we're not drowning in Julia projects or Python projects, although I do know a couple of Python people who, I mean, I would love. We've got a couple of Node projects kind of going now, and I think we will only serve ourselves in the long run by having more and more projects from more and more different languages going on. I hadn't heard of Julia until you mentioned it. But these languages, they keep on coming up with new ones, don't they?
Yeah. The reason that piqued my interest is it's some data science language.
Sure.
I don't know much about it, but
yeah.
Purported to be the new R.
Sure. Yeah. Well,
in sciences in general. So I'm kind of interested in languages, but
yeah. Well, I think it certainly doesn't hurt to it certainly doesn't hurt to mention these interests in tech talk and sort of just see if you can collide with other people. But I mean, it sounds like if you've got availability early in the day, I mean, we could be doing some pair programming during the day.
So actually, the best time for me at the moment. In fact, I was going to say probably less important for me than tech stack is. I'm just cracking eggs, but I'm still
Keep talking, yeah.
Less important for me than specific tech stack is probably timing.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to get out in the evenings, make sure I have a healthy amount of social contact.
Yeah, right. To meetups and things. Absolutely. Yes. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, in principle, we could be doing some pairing, you know, I'd say next week. And yeah, and I could be setting you up with some things. I mean, we've got you on the premium now, which is, you know, is the pull request focused thing. I mean, there is a plan for, you know, getting, you know, like there's a higher level plan to get additional pairing stuff. I've got to be careful how much time I devote to pairing versus, you know, all the other things I'm trying to make the charity run. Yeah, but so we could certainly do some, you know, it would be great to, I think, you know, break the ice, so to speak. I mean, I guess you did do like a session or two with Michael the other week, didn't you?
Yeah, we did a couple. I've been sort of idly planning to do something again.
Yeah, yeah. And what we have done is that there's two other premium guys who've just been onboarded, and they've been relatively active. Actually, one is a great. Well, one particularly, Corey, has been particularly active. We're doing this new asynchronous voting thing in the Slack channels. So one of the things that you might consider is, and I think, you know, obviously you've been involved in website one before. I mean, that's a sort of easy one there. Like I'm just sort of sharing here. Like we did quite a lot of it today, is kind of going through and doing this kind of planning poker that we might otherwise do in scrums, but doing it, you know, in the Slack channel.
Yeah.
And I think if we could get you involved in that, that would then, you know, you'd start having kind of a patter of different tickets going past your head, and then, you know, ones that you're interested in working on, we could kind of try and set you up for pairing on them and making progress and so on and so forth. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So I'm just having
Sorry?
egg issues here. Yeah, no, I think it does.
Yeah. Have you got the Slack desktop installed on your laptop?
Oh yeah, no, I forgot you were evangelizing it for me. Not at the moment. I'm wary of running other apps because this laptop is kind of.
Oh, you're saying that you were saying the other day, weren't you? That it's a very yeah. Do you have Slack on your phone?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Yeah. So that, well then yeah. Forget the desktop. Yeah, we did talk about that the other day, didn't we? Yeah. Forget it on the, you know, just having the Slack and I mean, you're in the website one channel, so I think kind of like if you follow the chatter in the website one channel and try and get yourselves involved in the voting there, which can be done in principle all from the phone. And it doesn't, you know, I mean, the point is like the voting, it's sort of somewhat arbitrary, but it's a way of kind of getting, you know, into the headspace. And yeah, we could try and set you up for some pairing next week. I guess I'm hesitant to say tomorrow because I've got a fair few meetings, and I'm still suffering from. I mean, I had my knee operated on about 10 days ago, and I'm just I'm not quite operating at peak efficiency yet. Yeah. But you're free during the day. What time are you free during the day next week?
About 10 to 5, 10 to 6.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. Well, let's try and hook up next week and try and get you on the bandwagon. Yeah.
Okay. Should I go to, because is it every week on Fridays? There's a sort of website one specific Scrum?
We had been doing. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of. Yeah. It certainly doesn't hurt to come to the Scrum at, you know, this time. What I would say is, if you're, because for me this is usually the end of the day. What I would say is, there's an earlier Scrum called the Modern Fowler at like 11:30, and if you want to get it set up for actual, you know, spending some time pairing during the day, then that would definitely be the one. You know, I mean, sometimes Michael will be at these ones, or other people, but I think, yeah, like specifically, I'll be, you know, I would be, you know, like we could, for example, meet at the 11:30 Modern Fowler, and then you and I arrange to pair from 1 p.m. or what have you, and
So sorry, these 11:30 ones every day.
Yeah, there's basically. I mean, there's these. So there's 11:30 and 4:45 every day, Monday to Friday.
Didn't realise that. Yeah, I'll try and make those. So I'm just gonna have to run off, wash my hands.
Yeah, yeah. You do your food thing, and yeah, I'll catch up with you next week, or if
Yeah,
or as
yeah,
and when. Yep.
cool. Cheers,
All
Sam.
right. Bye for now.